Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Charlie Rollins Memorial Gymnasium here on the campus of Elizabethtown High School for tonight's 17th District Boys action. Tonight's lineup has the John Hardin Bulldogs at 23-0 taking on the 11-10 Elizabethtown Panthers. Now we're going to turn it over to our PA announcer for tonight's starting lineups.
At guard, a 6-foot senior, number 23, Jakai. At guard, a 5'11" senior, number 2, Aaron Scott. At forward, a 6'4" number 1, Alex Matthews. And at center, a 6'9" junior, number 32, Preston Guerrero. The Bulldogs are coached by Mr. Jerry McCarroll. And now, Panther Nation, on your feet, let's meet Joe Elizabethtown Panther. At guard, a 5'7" sophomore, number 14, Cam Sherrod. At guard, a 5'7" sophomore, number 22, Kaya Sherrod. At guard, a 6-foot sophomore, number 2, Shakia Franklin. At forward, a 6-foot sophomore, number 23, Camden Williams. And the man in the middle for the Panthers, a 6'2", junior, number 44, Mr. Miles Fields.
So there we have our starting lineups. I am Bobby Thompson and joined tonight back by Coach Chris Quarter. And Coach Quarter, you've witnessed these games from the outside this year, not calling as much. What do you expect out of this ball game?
Well, judging by the way the first game was played, Bobby, I expect them to get up and down and a bunch of points to be scored. I've seen John Hardin a couple of times, seen some highlights of E-Town, and I'm going to be honest with you. I think people are really surprised by John Hardin's success. I saw him against North earlier in the year, and I told Coach Jones, one of their assistant coaches, I said, you got a chance to be better than you were last year. And I'll kind of explain a little more tonight as we go on.
Fields and Matthews jump. John Hardin will control the opening tip. Jakai Walker will run point most of the night for the Bulldogs. Panthers come out in a man-to-man defense. Harris loses that one. It's knocked out by the Panthers, so they'll stay on this end. Walker to inbound the ball for the Bulldogs. And to Merle. I'd say this, there's 20 seconds gone. We already had 4 buckets by the point in the first game.
And missed Walker on a cut there.
And in the opening game, Merle and Matthews played a big role inside for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs showing a lot of patience. Harris got in the air, wasn't sure where he was going to go with it. Walker going to take it into the inside jump ball. And that'll go over to Elizabethtown.
Fields did a real good job there holding his ground.
Cam Sherrod runs a point most of the time for the Panthers. John Hardin will stay in there man-to-man. They look to run and jump like they did last game. Swing around to the corner. Kaya Sherrod for 3. It's good.
Did a good job rotating the ball. That got it to the middle, into the corner.
That'll be a foul. I believe that's going to be on Cam Sherrod.
And that didn't take long. Coach Hare not real happy with that call. Thought Sherrod made a pretty good play on the ball right there.
Harris will inbound this one. Scott, it went off Scott. Like I say, it went off the Panthers. Stay on this end. Harris to inbound this one. Get it into Matthews. Matthews drives baseline, reverse layup, it's good.
They ran a nice little set there. The first option was a lob. And then they went to he faked the handoff, and Matthews got all the way to the rim. Matthews turned into a really good player. I mean, he's kind of the guy last year that did the stuff that really didn't show up. He rebounded, played defense, but he's turned into a really good offensive player this year as well.
That foul was on Jaquias Franklin, his first, team second. Cam Williams for three, no good. Merle with the rebound. And Walker's going to get bailed out here. That's going to be the second foul on Jaquias Franklin, team's third.
The second team's third. At the line for the Bulldogs, number 23, Shakai Walker, shooting two.
I thought he was fouled on the floor.
It looked like you. That's the thing about that Euro step. The officials have come to assume that they're going up to shoot. Quite frankly, didn't see a whole lot of contact on that.
Nope.
But far be it from me to criticize an official.
Yeah, it took about a minute and a half. Bulldogs open up 0 for 3 from the free throw line. 3-2, E-Town on top. 6:20 to go here in the first quarter. Williams goes baseline. Kaya Sherrard into the lane, floater, no good. Had the rebound, loses it out of bounds. Go back over to the Bulldogs. E-Town will pick up man-to-man at about half court. Matthews goes inside, forces that one up, no good. Merle with the offensive rebound. Shot blocked as he went back up. That's going to be on Jakai Walker. That'll be his first, team's first. Jacob Moberly checks into the lineup for the Panthers.
See if John run. Yeah, John's going to run and jump again.
Kaya Sherrard with it, drives inside, dishes off to Camden Williams. Cam Sherrard, 10-footer, no good. Merle with the rebound. Merle with 3 rebounds here early in the ball game. Jakai Walker takes a 3. In and out. Aaron Scott with the rebound, and he gets his first points of the night. Quickly going the other way. Now Camden Williams. He's fouled. Bucket's good.
Did a really good job just getting into Merle's body right there.
Foul will be on Merle. His first. Team second. Williams knocks down the free throw.
Some popcorn on the floor. They always have good popcorn here.
Cam Williams had 24 points in the first match between these two teams. Merle really hasn't set up down low at all. That might be on Aaron Scott as he was trying to fight through Jacob Moberly. That'll be his first, team's third. This does not play into the favor of the Bulldogs.
No, it doesn't. They have a short bench, and it kills the pace. I mean, you know, the last game, you know, everybody talked about how good of a game it was. They were able to go up and down. You're able to go up and down because there's not a lot of whistles.
And Miles Fields on that one as John Hardin unable to rotate back.
A really nice pass there.
Merle has Fields pinned. Not able to get him the basketball.
Those two guys are going at it.
And there they go down to him. It's a little too high. Out of bounds and back over to the Panthers. John will now go full court, man-to-man.
Let's see what they do once the ball crosses half court.
Cam Sherrard drives down. High off the glass, it's good. 4 different Panthers have now scored. And it's a 10-4 lead for Coach Hare. And a technical. First foul is going to be on Kaya Sherrard, his first.
Scott kind of pushed him off, caught him right under the chin.
Technical foul has been assessed to number 2, John Hardin. Aaron Scott.
That'll be Scott's second foul. Devin Rogers, a freshman for John Hardin, will check into the ball game.
And that's a big
after
foul.
these
As
free
now
throws.
we've got Franklin and Scott both on the bench with 2 fouls. Coach McCurry.
Williams misses the first. He still has 1 to go. And now it will be Elizabethtown basketball. Moberly, top of the key, 3 on the way, it's good.
Well, he didn't hesitate on that. Nice left-handed stroke right there.
And it's a 10-point lead for E-Town. Get it to Merle down low, up off the glass, it's good.
First time, like you said, Bobby, it's first time he's really established position.
Cam Sherrard, it's going to be taken away by Alex Matthews. Matthews will have it knocked away from behind.
Good hustle by Cam Williams.
Tried to get it in. Cam Williams gets the steal. He gets into the lane, top of the key. Moberly 3 on the way. Fields will get that offensive rebound. Swing around, Cam Williams for 3. Off the iron, Devin Rogers has the rebound for the Bulldogs.
That's 2 wide open looks by 2 pretty good shooters.
Trayvon Harris to the bucket. He'll be fouled and be going to the line. It's going to be on Miles Fields, his first, team's 5th. And that'll send Harris to the line to shoot 2. 2:58 to go here in the opening quarter. 14-6, E-Town on top. Devontae Stone going to check into the lineup for the Bulldogs. That one long. Moberly will track that down for the Panthers. Kai Walker with the steal. Misses the layup. Devontae Stone there gets the putback, and he is fouled. Foul will be on Moberly. His first, team 6th. For the rest of this first quarter, 2:45, and all of the second quarter, the Bulldogs will be in the 1-and-1.
That's just good hustle by Stone, not giving up on the play.
Misses that one. Rogers gets the rebound. Matthews will put that one on the floor, throws it off of Fields, and the Bulldogs will retain possession. Harris to inbound. That's not who Coach McCurry wanted to inbound the ball. Gets it into Matthews. Chakai down low, out to Stone. Stone cutting to the lane. He's fouled. He'll be going back to the line as Moberly will pick up his second. Matthew Pinkham set to check in for E-Town after this free throw attempt.
They made a free throw yet?
1. Trayvon Harris made 1. One for 7 currently.
That won't win you a lot of games.
1 for 8. They come into the night shooting 63% from the free throw line. Fields sets a hard pick. Stone slow to get up. Fields does a good
really
job
good
moving.
Pass.
Assist to Camden.
Harris will put on the gun.
Oh, my.
I disagree with that.
Whoa. Oh,
Williams
my.
was falling before any contact was made. That'll be on Trayvon Harris.
I'm not afraid to say that. That's terrible. I mean, that's absolutely awful. He was falling before there was ever any contact.
Coach McCurry going to take a 30-second timeout. This is a Hardin County Educational Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Ryan Harris of Freemax Premier Properties. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere. E-Town Exterminating, online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple. Coach, what started off as a quick start for the Panthers has kind of slowed here in the last 3 or 4 minutes, only scoring 2 points. What does John Hardin need to do to kind of catch back up?
I think they got to settle down right now. Their coaches are all over 2 of the 3 officials here right now, and you know they're good. They're 23-0 for a reason. They just got to gather themselves. They got to get through this quarter. As Sherrard knocks down another 3.
His second 3 of the night.
They got foul trouble. They see if they can get something easy for Matthews on the block.
Matthews gets to the top of the key, one dribble, he'll get to the bucket.
And I think they can get that about any time they want to. They just got to slow down, be a little more patient.
Rogers went after that steal. Kaya Sherrard, pull up 15-footer, no good. Trayvon Harris quickly out. He's got Rogers leaking ahead. And Rogers will be fouled by Matthew Pinkham, his first team's 8th. And that'll put Rogers on the line to shoot 2. We've seen Rogers' role increase as the season has gone by.
He had the game that I saw, the JV game against North Hardin. He was really impressive.
Noah Peeler checks in for Miles Fields for the Panthers. Rogers knocks down both of those. Kaya Sherrard on the baseline. Ball knocked away. He'll track it down.
E-Town runs this little spread offense where they go 5 out and they just pass and make basket cuts, and they'll be pretty patient with it until they get what they want. They've run it for forever. Yeah. This is smart.
30 seconds to go in the quarter.
It's really smart if you can get something out of it at the end.
Coach Hare calls out a different play. Rogers got to it, knocks it out, unable to keep it inbounds. Will stay with the Panthers. 12.8 seconds.
Deflected with both hands. It's almost like you could have caught it.
Pinkham drives inside, shot no good. Ball tied up. Ooh, Rogers comes out with it, takes a peek at the clock, shot off the backboard, and so our first quarter will end 19-13 with E-Town on top. This is a Hardin County Educational Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results, with locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties, For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan at 270-723-4626 and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. Coach Porter, what did you notice from the first quarter? What do both teams need to do?
Well, I mean, like I said, I think John's just got to settle down. I mean, they got punched in the mouth a little bit there. E-Town came out, hit some shots. Both teams one of their best scorers. Franklin for E-Town, Scott for John, both with 2 fouls. I mean, E-Town's going to be – the question is, can E-Town keep knocking down jump shots? And if they can, they're going to stay in this game, because I think if John wants to get the ball inside, if they're patient, they'll get what they want offensively. It's just defensively, can E-Town continue to knock down shots?
John Hardin basketball as we start the second quarter. Walker loses that one out of bounds.
And not giving an assist to the Panther pep section right there.
Kaya Sherrard guarded by Walker. Matthews drives in. He'll kick it back out to Kaya Sherrard. On the court for the Panthers, Kaya and Cam Sherrard, Camden Williams, Miles Fields, and Matthew Pinkham. It's Cam Sherrard. It's his 4th point of the night.
John went to double and just made the extra pass.
Aaron Scott sprinting to the other end, gets his 4th point.
Good job pitching the ball ahead.
On the court for the Bulldogs, it's Scott, Harris, Walker, Merle, and Matthews. That's over and back.
I'm not sure.
I don't know that was.
I don't think it was.
Never got
he
over.
never had 2 points. You got to have 2 points. You got to.
Gets it right back. Kaya Sherrard steal. And an easy bucket on the other end. Kaya Sherrard now with 8 points.
Playing well.
We'll try to throw an alley-oop over the head of everybody. Out of bounds. It looks like the Bulldogs a little out of.
And that's what I kind of thought. I think a couple calls don't go their way, and
Coach McCurry has said, we don't talk about the streak, we don't talk about the record. The kids know it. Matthews gets the steal there.
Well, and the other thing, they've been notoriously slow starters. If you go back to the games they played at the 2A tournament, just reading the articles. And
Coach McCurry going to get a timeout before looked like it could have been a turnover. Tune in weekly for rebroadcast of all local HCEC-TV programs airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184. And you can always search our past broadcasts on our YouTube channel. Just search HCEC-TV. Reminder, we will be back on the air Friday night. As this Friday we will have girls basketball action, as it will be John Hardin at Central Hardin. Tip time scheduled for 7:30. 6:08 to go here in the opening half. 23-15, E-Town on top. When we come back to action, it will be John Hardin basketball.
They've run this, John Hardin's run this set since Artie Braden was there. They usually get something out of it, and they got a layup there, it just didn't go down, and then Fields got tackled.
And it'll be a timeout.
Could have been a first down.
Yes. Nope. 5:54 to go. We'll take the timeout. This is an HCEC-TV student production, a division of Hardin County Schools. Special thanks to our live sports coverage sponsors, Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties, Bluegrass Cellular, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. for both of these teams. They are scheduled to be back in action on Friday night. They will both be at home this Friday. E-Town will have a 17th district opponent in the Fort Knox Eagles, while the Bulldogs will host Bowling Green.
That's the other thing about John. They played a really good schedule. Coach Curry's done a good job. The 2A, I think, turned out to be a little better than they thought it was going to be.
And they've had games this year where they've been behind double digits in the third quarter, not gotten rattled. Cam Williams into the lane.
Wow, that's a big-time move. I mean, that's because Matthews is no slouch defender. Matthews is a really good defender.
Harris lays it off for Merle. It's his 4th point.
E-Town will go back a little dribble drive and wait for a ball screen, and just showing good patience right now.
So that was the best shot they could have taken there. Williams misses it. Scott up quickly to Matthews. Missed it down low. Scott had the rebound, loses it to Cam Sherrard. Lays it off for Kaya Sherrard. Misses that one. Merle with the rebound, and the Bulldogs look to press the other way. Scott, stop, pop, 3, no good. Harris, offensive rebound, loses it going up. Matthews, his shot was no good. We have a tie up. It'll be E-Town's basketball. And really surprised the Bulldogs didn't get the ball in the bucket. There was 3 of them under the basket.
Well, I don't think Scott took the best shot. You know, he had 3 on 1, 3 on 2, and he pulls up for a 22-footer.
Kaya Sherrard, 3, top of the key. It's long. Scott with another rebound. To Matthews. Matthews loses it on the way up. Cam Sherrard quickly gets it out to Camden Williams. Williams to the other end, no good. We've seen both teams miss shots last several trips. There's another one.
Oh, there's a walk.
Matthews lucky to throw that one in.
Yeah, that was a walk.
3:55 to go here in the second quarter. 6-point lead for the Panthers, 25-19. Give the Fields good feed. Miles Fields now with 6 points.
Nice screen and roll. Tell you what, Fields is impressive. He moves his feet really well for a post player.
Deep 3 from Scott.
And you kind of wonder if that's the thing that gets him going, because like I said, he got those 2 quick fouls, really not in any rhythm yet. Got to play this last 3 minutes without picking up that third.
Rogers goes for the steal, doesn't get it. Kaya Sherrard drives baseline, scoop shot in there, no good. Rogers will get the rebound, and the Bulldogs again look to press. Rogers does a good job keeping his composure as Camden Williams was right on top of him. Williams going to pick up his first. It's the team 9th, and that'll send Rogers to the line to shoot one in the bonus. Jakai Walker checks back into the lineup for Scott. Now we'll get the bonus free throw. Pinkham does a good job getting it forward to Williams. Spins in the lane, shot no good.
A lot of contact.
Yep. Harris goes to the other end, lays it out for Matthews. This is exactly what the Bulldogs want. And Coach Hare going to take a quick timeout as a lead that was as much as 10 has been cut to just 1. 2:42 to go in the first half. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties, 270-723-4626. Bluegrass Cellular, online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank, online at westpointbank.com. The E-Town basketball right at midcourt.
Coach McCurry got Scott out of the game with those 2 fouls. Kind of looked down there, thought Coach Hare might bring Franklin back with his 2, but
Kaya Sherrard loses that one out of bounds. Turnover to the Bulldogs.
that's frustrating. You come out of a timeout, you got something drawn up, and took his eyes off the ball a little bit.
Matthews puts it on the floor, draws some contact inside. I believe this one's going to be on Fields. I don't believe either official knew what the other one wanted to call. It'll be the second on Fields. And that'll send Matthews to the line to shoot 2. Matthews 0 for 1 in that first quarter.
Coach Hare's giving the it's 10-5 team fouls line.
Noah Peeler back in for E-Town. And for the first time since it was 4-3, the Bulldogs lead 28-27.
You don't want to catch it there.
Cam Sherrard brings it up. A good job gathering it back in. Pinkham. 3, it's good.
Couldn't see him for the John Hardin crowd, but
now E-Town back on top by 2. Rogers, deep 3 on the way, it's good.
The rainbow there.
Close to a 10-second call. Pinkham gets it across. Williams on the baseline, drives inside. He's fouled, and the bucket's good.
Good job. Pinkham did a good job coming out of that double team and getting and reversing the floor, able to get Williams that layup.
Rogers picks up his first, team 6th. And Williams to the line to shoot 1. J.R. Montgomery checks in for the Bulldogs. .130 to go. 2-point lead for the Panthers. Harris up.
Wow.
I don't know how he got that ball up. It looked like he
because
was being fouled.
Peeler had a hold of his arm. Nice finish.
One minute to go in the half. Kai Sherrard in the lane, tried to get it to Peeler. Peeler not quite ready for it. Ball back over to the Bulldogs. Kai Sherrard tips that one away. Harris to inbound the ball, 39.3 seconds to go. Harris into the lane, lays it off for Montgomery, and they kick it out to Devin Rogers with another 3. Rogers now with 10 points in the ball game.
Harris looked like he passed it to himself. And
10 seconds to go. Pinkham 3 on the way, off the iron. Tipped by Walker. Rogers brings it down, 3 seconds to go. He's going to heave it from just beyond half court. Oh, good! It's good. Devin Rogers with his third 3 of the night, of the quarter. Gives the Bulldogs a 5-point lead. I think they're talking about
the previous three. They called a 2.
It was a 3. So it's going to be 39-33 at halftime as the Bulldogs storm back after being down at the end of the first quarter. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools live Channel 1 programming, sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical therapy associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties for all your real estate needs. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. We'll be back after this short timeout with first half stats and analysis and second half action.
Free pizza. Anyone, come on down. Men, women, boys and girls, children of all ages, come on down. Spend $1. Win your chance at a Domino's pizza.
You guys doing the game tomorrow night? There's no game tomorrow night. It's canceled. Really? Yeah. Too cold. I'm not going to let buses roll tomorrow, so we'll have to reschedule. Okay, thank you. Yep.
Right into their sport once they leave us. And so that's really helpful considering how competitive we are in our area, just our community with sports. We have so many people going to the next level, and we're able just to give them that competitive edge and get back to their sport. So
that's amazing. Now, those at home, you may see what you think might be a tattoo on Kyle's arm, but it's actually a service, a treatment. So talk about that.
Yeah, so this is kinesio tape. Actually, the Olympics now, you'll probably see a ton of athletes with the kinesio tape on, a lot of different colors. And we actually I got certified last year, and we actually just had a whole bunch of them get certified this past weekend. But yeah, the one that I have on now is a lymphatic taping, so it helps with the swelling and trying to get all that debris out of the system, and we love it. In conjunction with everything that we offer, the tape allows us just at the beginning of our rehabs, and also when they leave. So when they leave, it's like we get to keep our hands on them as they leave. So everything that we have done for them, it just stays with them until they come back to us. So we get a lot of benefits from it, whether it's pain management or facilitation with the muscles or getting those muscles just to relax. We are able to do that with just our taping. So it has definitely been an asset to us.
You also have a new facility located at your Woodland Drive site. Talk a little bit about that, because that goes hand in hand with our sports athletes.
Yeah, actually it's all one building now. So we have just added a 90 by 60 foot, a 5,000 square foot building that's all turf. So we got a 35-yard turf section, and it is essential for getting our athletes where they need to be. So we can do running and sprinting, we can do all kinds of power and just a lot of that transitional stuff, and really help those rehabs. So again, it's great because where before, our rehabs would stop at a certain point, and we would say, okay, this is as far as we can get you, go back to the field, and they have so much hesitancy and, really not sure. Now we take that away. Now when they leave us, they are ready to go. We have carried them through the rehab process so much so that, all they're really lacking is some of that sport-specific endurance, which, we can't necessarily offer, but it's so great because they've got space to move around. We had Nathan Adcock that came in, and we got to do his throwing progression. It's big enough to do a full throwing progression with Tommy John, and so that is such a big asset, again, to our community, because there's nothing like it. And there's nowhere that has a physical therapy clinic that has that to offer. And so, yeah, it's very essential to what we do. And again, it provides more space for our other patients, but especially for our athletes.
That's awesome. That is awesome. One thing that I want to tell our audience at home also that these two young people are graduates of the Hardin County Schools. Kyle graduated from John Hardin High School, and Beth, you graduated from Central Hardin.
Central, yes.
And so great products of the Hardin County school system. We really want to thank you so much again for sponsoring our sports coverage. Beth, just why do you feel it's important for PTA to give back to the community?
We love helping people in the community, and so that's our patient population, and so we just enjoy to be able to give back to those people who who allow us to help them to recover from whatever injuries they do have.
Well, and I know that with therapy, people can get back to their normal life faster, quicker. The specialties that are involved now, oh my goodness, I mean, it really can be a quick turnaround and really enhance your quality of life.
Definitely.
So for individuals that would like to get additional information about PTA, what do they need to do, Beth?
So they can, anytime they can call our clinic, 270-234-1569. They can visit us on the web too. And as far as if it's a patient, some insurances require a doctor's referral to come, but some don't. Kentucky's a direct access state for physical therapy, so some insurances you don't have to have a doctor's referral. So just check with your insurance company and see if they need that or not.
Great. And Kyle, do you know the website address for PTA?
Physicaltherapyky.com.
Great. So make sure you check out Physical Therapy Associates of Elizabethtown. They're located all over the area now. And again, those locations, Beth?
So we have Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Bardstown, Hodgenville, South Louisville, and our newest clinic in Brandenburg.
Awesome. And there's multiple services at all of those locations. Thank you again for sponsoring live sports coverage with HCEC-TV, and we look forward to working again with you all this year.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dale Mings, and welcome to HCEC-TV live sports coverage. I want to take time to just recognize one of our longtime sponsors, eTownApartments.com and Mark Harris Construction. And today we have with us another sponsor that's coming on board with us, and that's Mark's son, Ryan Harris. And Ryan, just tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came to be in this business and so forth.
So, I'm from Elizabethtown, grown up here my whole life. I'm fortunate enough that I got to grow up around kind of the construction business and that whole market, more so than a new realtor would get to be around it coming in. So, I knew a lot, and I decided being a realtor would be a perfect fit for me. And that's just kind of how I got into it. I interned my junior year, the summer after my junior year at Bellarmine at a real estate place. And I fell in love with it, and it's just a perfect fit for me.
So Ryan, tell us a little bit more about the focus of your business. Is this mostly the Elizabethtown area, Hardin County? What is it?
So my brokerage that I'm a part of, it's out of Louisville, but I'm in E-Town 3, 4, 5 days a week. So my emphasis is Louisville, Hardin County, Elizabethtown, and anything kind of close by there. I'm helping people in Taylorsville right now, helping people out in Cecilia. I'm helping really where anybody needs me, just trying to figure out what their needs are in that area and how that market fits their needs.
So now, in terms of marketing, you've kind of got your own sort of like your own. It's almost like your own company, I guess.
Right.
But so just tell us a little bit about that.
So the company I'm with is a brokerage out of Louisville, Remax Premier Properties. Jay Pitts is the head broker. He's actually from E-Town as well. Many people probably know him, and his dad Jeff, who's a realtor here in town. And that's how I got kind of linked up with them. But the whole idea around it is marketing yourself and showing people the services you can provide for them and why you would be useful for them to use you.
Yeah. Well, speaking of those services, tell us a little bit about some of the services that you offer.
So what I mainly do, I help buyers and sellers. So, if you're wanting to sell your home, I'm glad to help you out. We offer marketing that not many other people can, and that's one of the things I pride myself on and our company prides herself on. And when I help a buyer out, I have a lot of things I can do to help them as well. A lot of new technologies that help, that make it easier and quicker, and we can hop on houses that they like super fast. And just kind of some services we provide. And I have a commercial listing right now, so I'm trying to get into that area as well.
Okay, great. Now, we are talking about high school athletics here, and I understand that you graduated at Elizabethtown High School.
Yes, sir.
Now, were you involved in athletics there?
Yeah, so I played golf and basketball in high school, and I was actually on the high school tennis team my 7th and 8th grade year. I grew up playing every sport you can imagine.
Okay.
I mean, name it and I've played it. What I think is so special about high school sports is, it kind of molds who you are, your friends. You have memories that last a lifetime. I mean, I know, so I was on the 2014 district-winning E-Town basketball team, and I still see those buddies all the time. And whenever we get together, we always talk about a memory or something Coach Harris said or something somebody did in the locker room, and it's just a lot of good memories we still have, and I think still molds me as a person, and I think a lot of other high school athletes would agree.
So now, did that have anything to do with your decision to support high school sports by supporting HCEC-TV?
Sure, definitely. So my parents, I've grown up watching them support high school sports, doing whatever they can, and I just feel the need to do the same thing because of how much I feel like it provided for me.
Sure, okay. And we appreciate you. We appreciate your dad and his sister, the whole family, and all they've done for us all these years, and look forward to this new relationship, and welcome on board.
Thanks, I'm excited for it.
Great. And we look forward to hearing more great things from this young man, but right now we're going to get right back to that ball game.
Welcome back to Elizabethtown High School for tonight's 17th District Boys Basketball action. Our halftime score has the John Hardin Bulldogs on top, 39-33 over the Panthers. Going down the scoring from the first half, first for the Bulldogs, Alex Matthews with 10, Aaron Scott with 7, Devin Rogers led all scorers with 13, Devontae Stone with 2, Trayvon Harris with 3, and Preston Murrell with 4. For the homestanding Panthers, Matthew Pinkham with 3, Cam Sherrard with 4, Jacob Moberly with 3, Kaya Sherrard with 8, Camden Williams led all Panthers with 9, and Miles Fields with 6. Coach, what did you notice in that first half, and then what the teams need to do?
E-Town got off to such a good start even without Franklin. Franklin picked up 2 fouls the first minute and a half of the game, had to go to the bench. Scott picked up a foul, a technical, gets 2 fouls. Coach McCurry brings it back in. He kind of sparks a little run, but Rogers off the bench, knocks down those 2 threes in the offense, then hits about a 60-footer to end the half, to give Johnson momentum. See what E-Town does coming out of the half. Franklin, ought to be pretty fresh. Got to without picking up that 3rd foul.
On the court for the Bulldogs, it'll be their starting 5. Walker, Matthews, Murrell, Scott, and Harris. For the Panthers, it's their starting 5. Kaya Sherrard, Cam Sherrard, Williams, Franklin, and Fields.
Got Murrell at the high post. He's caught it up there twice. It's not really his spot. Trying to post Harris against the smaller Sherrard.
Cam Sherrard goes for it, knocks it away. Fields quickly gets it up to Cam Sherrard. Gets an easy bucket to start this second half. Quickly back to the other end. Trayvon Harris with the reverse layup. That's going to be goaltending, as the ball was inside the cylinder. Franklin will bring it up the court for the Panthers. Goes into the lane. That'll be a block on Matthews, and Franklin will get his first bucket.
Basket went in. Basket went in.
Number 2, Jaquez Franklin. Shooting 1. He fouls on number 1, Alex Matthews.
That'll be Matthews' first, team's first. Harris with the rebound. And no one stops Harris. He gets all the way to the other end.
It's too easy. E-Town kind of jogged back, and
Franklin back-to-back trips, driving into the lane. That time he kicks out to Fields, no good. Harris with the rebound. Kicks out, Scott for three. Off the iron, Matthews gets it for the Bulldogs.
they miss Merle. Merle and Fields just flat going at it in there.
Walker for three. Off the iron, Scott comes in, gets the rebound. Passes off to Matthews. I'm going to say a foul on. I think it's the foul on Scott. It's not,
yeah. Call a foul on the pass.
On Cam Sherrard, his second, team's first. And the John fans not happy with it, obviously, but they were calling for the foul before he passed it to Matthews. Trying to get it into Matthews. Fields there. Jump ball, that'll go over to the Panthers.
I'll tell you what, Fields, for a younger big guy, does a real good job just keeping his hands straight up. That's twice he's forced jump balls.
And for E-Town, they start 4 sophomores and a junior. Fields the only junior in the starting lineup. Franklin at the top of the key. Drives inside, high arcing shot, no good. Camden Williams with the rebound. He'll go up, and he'll be fouled and going to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be foul on Preston Merle. Picks up, I think he said it was on 23. Fouls Ja'Kai Walker. Williams now with 10 points on the night. There's 1 free throw still to come. That gives him 11. Round to the corner. Merle with the high post. Give it to Matthews. Kick out to Scott. 3 on the way. It's long. Goes out. E-Town basketball.
In college, that would have been the ever infamous hook and hold that delays college basketball game for way too long while they look and see if two guys locked elbows. When I'm ruler of the basketball world, I will do away with that rule.
John stays in man-to-man. They're going to run and jump. Williams gets it at the free throw line, turns Merle deflected that ball.
Three E-Town guys gamble for a steal, and they're going to give up a 3 here.
Matthews for 3. I don't think they mind Matthews shooting that 3. It's through the Panthers. To the other end, Franklin will get it. He'll take a 3. Off the iron. Cam Sherrard with the rebound. Out to Kaya Sherrard. His 3 is long. Camden Williams with the rebound. Takias Franklin inside, blocked by Merle. Fields gets it. Fields is fouled, and the shot is good.
Just effort right there.
Merle picks up his second, team's third. Devin Rogers checks back in for John Hardin. Fields goes to the line to shoot 1.
E-Town regains the lead.
Outscored the Bulldogs 9-2 to open up this second half. Harris will back it back out. Harris drives into the lane, kicks out to Scott. Scott drives in, the ball's back tapped by Cam Sherrard. Kyle Sherrard goes the other way. Quickly to Franklin. And Franklin now with 4 points. E-Town on top by 3.
Sherrard with the quick hands. That's several deflections, both he and his brother tonight.
They got Scott on the cut. Scott now with 9 points. Franklin step back 3, no good. Matthews with the rebound. All you hear out of Coach McCurry is go. Now it'll be thrown wide.
Oh
That
my!
is a bad
my! Nobody touched that ball.
That one.
No one touched that ball.
Nobody touched that one.
That was bad. Yeah.
That'll stay on this end.
Yeah, that's bad.
Almost like they anticipated.
Yeah,
what was
they
gonna
thought it was
happen.
going to be a deflection, but that was just a fumbled ball out of bounds.
Get in, alley-oop to Scott from Trayvon Harris. Scott now with 11 points, and the Bulldogs take a 1-point lead. 3:05 to go in the third quarter. Franklin walks it up the court for the Panthers. Williams puts it on the floor, drives inside. Matthews blocked that one. Franklin gets it back. A foul will be on Aaron Scott, his third, team fourth.
Oh, and they gave him shots. Gonna guess that.
Wow. Well, you said the Euro step.
Yeah, that's more of a continuation call there.
One more to go for Franklin.
Coach McCurry discussing the call.
And E-Town back on top by 1. Quickly get ahead to Rogers. Errant pass. Franklin knocks that one out. It'll stay with the Bulldogs. Harris puts it on the deck. No good. Knocked around inside. Matthews with an offensive rebound. Now it's Harris with the offensive rebound. He'll be fouled. He's going to be going to the line. Cam Sherrard picks up his third, team second, and that'll put Trayvon Harris on the line to shoot 2. Harris 1 for 2 in the first half from the line. Back and forth here in the second half. Bulldogs back on top by 1. 2:15 to go in the third quarter. And Franklin, 8 points all here in the second half.
And he's got into the lane just about whenever he wanted to, and it's always going right.
Scott will take a 3 top of the key. It's good. This second 3-pointer of the night.
They moved Walker over to Williams and put Harris on Franklin.
Williams 3 from the corner. Off the iron. Rogers with the rebound. Got poked in the eye. And Walker all the way to the bucket. And the officials will stop play. So Rogers will have to come out of the ball game. Since they stopped it, he should have to exit the game.
Yes,
and
he does.
Coach McCurry needs to put somebody in for him. And they're going to, I mean, they stopped it for Devin Rogers because nobody called the timeout.
Yeah, he's got to come out.
I mean, they stopped the clock. He needs, I mean,
now, there used to be a rule if a coach came on the floor, he had to come out. Maybe with just a stoppage, they don't have to come out.
and McCurry won't even let the official explain the rule to him. So 1:10 to go in the third quarter. John Hardin back on top by 4. It will be Murrow who checks back in. E-Town's basketball under the John Hardin. Franklin tries to get to the baseline, cut off. Williams into the lane, he's fouled. Murrow's third, team's 5th. And Williams to the line to shoot 2. And it seems the same official has called just about every foul in the second half.
He's really taking the game over.
Williams now with 12 points, all 3 of his second half points coming from the free throw line. Harris turns the corner, gives it up. 10-footer from Murrow coming, no good. And they're going to get Matthews on that foul.
And he's made every call.
That's his second foul, team 6th. And for the last 36 seconds of this third quarter and all of the fourth quarter, E-Town will be in the bonus. Devin Rogers back into the ball game for the Bulldogs.
Correction, Matthews, second foul.
.20 seconds to go. Franklin gets by, lays it off for Peeler. Peeler's shot is good. And Jacob Moberly will pick up that foul. 85 feet from the basket. That's his third, team's third.
And believe it or not, I mean, I know Moberly probably didn't know this, but he probably broke up a layup right there because they had a guy streaking down the sideline there.
Harris will pick it up near midcourt. Less than 5 seconds to go. And no one stops Harris. He gets all the way to the bucket. And that shot will fall no good. And so the Bulldog lead is cut in half from halftime to the third quarter, 54-51. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan at 270-723-4626 and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900, online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. Coach, it's still a tight game between these two. Talk a little bit about the Panthers and what they need to do here in the fourth quarter.
They got to keep the ball out of the lane. You know, John has got some good stuff just off simple cuts going into the lane. I'm kind of surprised. This is probably, you know, the 3 years or whatever we did games, I don't know if I can ever remember where nobody went zone. We've seen nothing but man-to-man. You know, John ran and jump a little bit there in the first half, but John, the problem with zone and John is they do shoot the ball pretty well, but I thought E-Town, be interested to see if we go the whole fourth quarter with E-Town just staying in the man.
Matthews gets it. He kicks it outside to Scott for a 3. It's long. Trayvon Harris with the offensive rebound. The putback is good. It's going to be on Cam Williams, his second, team's fourth. Harris to shoot 1. On the court for the Bulldogs, Rogers, Walker, Harris, Scott, and Matthews. For the Panthers, it's Fields, Williams, Franklin, Kaya Sherrard, and Cam Sherrard.
John comes back with some pressure, and they'll look to trap.
Kaya Sherrard dribbles out of it, gets it past midcourt. And Matthews, anticipating where the ball was going, gets the steal. Oh, he had Harris, gets the bucket. Ooh, that's a nickel and dime on Rogers.
And that's a big foul because now they're going to shoot free throws.
Second foul on Rogers. It'll be Cam Sherrard to the line. This will be Sherrard's first trip to the line tonight. Now he'll get the bonus free throw. Rogers brings it up the court for the Bulldogs. Try to get it inside. A good job by Fields getting around Matthews. Knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bulldogs. Apologize, we don't know what happens in there.
They ran that hand back play, and Matthews missed the dunk.
Williams drives at the other end, and he was fouled. It's going to be on Scott. That'll be his fourth, team 8th. And Camden Williams will go to the line to shoot 2. .6:55 to go in the ball game. Williams knocks down his 14th point. That cuts it to a 4-point lead for the Bulldogs. Now the Panthers will apply full court pressure. They're going to get Williams there. That'll be his 3rd. And I would bet you that has more to do with the fact that it's 8 fouls to 4, now 8 fouls to 5.
Even it up a little bit.
Matthews puts it on the floor. Good job by Fields stopping him from getting to the bucket. Now the ball bounces around. Matthews gets it to Trayvon Harris. Kick out to Walker. Walker for 3. No good. Scott gets the rebound. Rogers for 3. He's 4 for 4.
John Hardin timeout.
And they will take a full timeout with 6:17 to go in the ball game. This is a Hardin County Education and Community Television student production, HCEC-TV. It's a proud division of Hardin County Schools live Channel 1 programming, sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties, Bluegrass Cellular, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Tune in weekly for rebroadcast of all local HCEC-TV programs airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184, and you can always search our past broadcasts on our YouTube channel. Just search HCEC-TV. Reminder, we'll be back on the air Friday night as we'll have girls action as the John Hardin Bulldogs will travel to the Central Hardin Bruins. Game time is set for 7:30. Coach, talk a little bit about Devin Rogers and what it means for a player. He is a freshman. I'll say this, he went to TK Stone as an 8th grader, played with some of these players on the E-Town roster. But to come in and give him, he's got 16 points in the ball game right now. Not sure that's exactly what Coach McCurry had on his plate at the beginning of the night, but what does that kind of do for a team morale?
Well, the thing about it is, we talked about at the beginning of the game, they play with a short bench. They roll with their starting 5, maybe 6, sometimes 7. And he's just, freshmen this time of the year aren't really freshmen anymore, especially as much as he's played, because he's played a ton of JV games. Not sure if he's playing for their freshman team, but he's a good player, and obviously he's shot the eyes out of it tonight.
Williams will put it on the deck. It's good.
That is such a good set. They run Franklin through, and then kind of like a following a fullback through the hole. Williams just followed and gets all the way to the basket.
And Rogers mishandles that one, and Franklin knocks down his first 3 on the assist from Williams, and now it's a 2-point ball game. And also with Williams on that, he was guarded by Aaron Scott. Scott with the 4 fouls, not really applying a whole lot of defensive pressure on that end.
E-Town's kind of selling out defensively. There's not a lot of help in the lane, and that's what leads to that.
Harris gets to the bucket again. He's fouled. Fields picks up his 3rd, team 6th, and now from this point on, both teams will be shooting the bonus. That one rattles out. Ja'Kai Walker gets it as it falls between a couple of Panthers.
E-Town did a great job blocking out. It just forgot to go get the ball.
Matthews quickly gets it back to Walker. Shot on the way. It's good. Ja'Kai Walker with his first 3-pointer of the night. Just that quickly, it's back out to a 7-point lead for the Bulldogs. That one went off Franklin's foot.
What's he calling? Oh,
I was marking on the wrong side. That's going to be the 4th foul on Cam Sherrard, team 7th, as he was calling the push-off. And I would say that one is sold in the pregame talk between the coaches, because we've seen Sherrard several times this year, and he does do that, holding them off with his offhand. And that's really, I think, only 2nd or 3rd time I've seen it called all year. Not on him. It's the first time I've seen it called on him. 7-point lead for the Bulldogs, 67-60, as E-Town takes a full timeout. This is an HCEC-TV student production, a division of Hardin County Schools. Special thanks to our live sports coverage sponsors, Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties, Bluegrass Cellular, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. For E-Town, they've been able to cut the lead. They haven't been able to stop the Bulldogs on the other end. What's got to happen in the next few minutes?
Well, again, it's just, like I said before the last Harris drive, is they're kind of E-Town's kind of selling out, and they're all hugged up on their man. When the ball's opposite, they're staying hugged up rather than sliding to the lane to stop penetration. And as a result of that, John's done a good job going 5 out, spreading things out, and then they're able to get to the basket. E-Town's been successful, offensively. Normally in a high school game with 5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, if you've got 60 points, you're in pretty good shape.
John Hardin basketball. Matthews gets it past midcourt, puts it on the floor, drives inside, dishes to Scott, no good. Scott gets his own rebound, put back, no good. Cam Sherrard with the rebound for the Panthers. Surprised Kyle Sherrard didn't shoot that three.
Yeah.
Now Franklin will drive in. This time he goes to the left. I'm going to say he was fouled on the floor. The time before he was shooting free throws, and that's going to be the 5th on Aaron Scott. His night will finish with 14 points. Preston Merle back in for the Bulldogs. Cam Williams back in for the Panthers, and this will send.
And I don't see how with the call in the third quarter with the continuation, I don't see how in the world that you don't.
I don't think it's 2. It's 1-1. Now it'll be 2. Knocks down the first. Now he gets the bonus free throw. And from this point on, it'll be the double bonus.
Because if he said it was 2 shots, then the layup should have counted. Now E-Town comes with some pressure.
Harris able to get it. Comes up the court.
Oh!
And lays it off for Merle.
He just hit Sherrard with an elbow, inadvertently probably, but still.
Kick out to Williams. 3 on the way. Off the iron. Merle with the rebound. Number 4-10. The Bulldogs come back up.
Oh, my.
Cam Sherrard hit the ball before it hit. I don't know how it's double dribble when Sherrard bounced it off of him.
And the official that made the double dribble call was 20 feet behind the play.
Well, I'll say this. That's the officials have been calling everything.
Yeah.
And calling it from places that I don't know how he sees it.
And now John, with what looks like a little bit of a 2-3 or 3-2 zone. I knew we couldn't make it a whole game. I mean, you just don't see it anymore. And this is a good switch.
Franklin for 3. No good. Harris with the rebound. If that's on Sherrard, that's his 5th. So he will be out. That'll finish his night with 8 points. And that'll put Harris on the line at the other end, shooting 1 in the bonus. Jacob Moberly will check in for Elizabethtown. Now Harris will get the bonus free throw. That one misses. Franklin with the rebound. Franklin hurrying it up the court. 3:35 to go in the ball game. Step back 3. No good. Fields with the offensive rebound. On the floor, I believe this is going to be on Ja'Kai Walker. That'll send Fields to the line to shoot 2. And the 10th team foul. Fields on the line to shoot 2. Fields 1 for 1 on the night. They're in the double bonus. He misses the first, now he'll have the second. That's going to get Fields into double digits with 10. Cuts the lead back to 7. Get it into Walker. Now they're going to get it to Rogers. Gets it over midcourt, quickly up to Matthews. Matthews going to back it out, gives it to Harris. Harris, he'll be fouled. He'll be going to the line. be on Kaya Sherrard. That'll be his second. Team's ninth. Now he'll get the bonus free throw. Harris now with 17 points, 14 of those coming in the second half.
John back to that zone.
3 minutes to go in the ball game. 9-point lead for the Bulldogs. Williams, good pass right back to Franklin on the give and go. Franklin now with 15, all of those coming in the second half as well. That pass too high, goes up into the seats. A turnover back to the Panthers. This looks a little like a 1-3-1.
Yeah, it's a
or 2-3. Moberly catches it free throw line. He turns and shoots, no good. Franklin offensive rebound. Up off the glass, it's good. Rogers gets it ahead. Cam Williams gets the steal. Drives inside. He's fouled by Harris. He'll be going to the line to shoot two. Be the second foul on Harris. Williams to the line to shoot two.
They just won't go away.
Williams 8 for 10 on the night from the line.
Coach McCurry telling his team to settle down.
Williams now with 18 points. The ball looked tipped. I didn't think
it looked like Sherrard reached in, but I don't know if he got a hold of it or not. Something just didn't look right there.
No.
But I can't say, I couldn't really tell from here if he actually double dribbled or.
Moberly to inbound the ball. Merle on him. And Rogers will get the foul. Franklin will go to the line to shoot two. That'll be the third on Rogers. One-point ball game. It was just 7 points about a minute and 5 ago, and now Coach McCurry going to take a timeout with exactly 2 minutes to go in the ball game. 72-71, John Hardin on top. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates. More personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan at 270-723-4626 and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. Coach, has a feel that we're about to turn into a free throw shooting contest.
Yeah, it's kind of got that way anyway because anybody going into the lane, they're drawing contact, they're getting to the line. The question right now for John Hardin is, you need a basket. Where you going? You would think it'd be Matthews, with Aaron Scott fouled out of this game.
On the court for the Bulldogs, it's Walker, Harris, Matthews. Matthews walked. Rogers and Merle for the Panthers. Moberly, Franklin, Fields, Kyle Sherrard, and Williams. And E-Town.
Now John with a little kind of a 2-3, had a 1-3-1 look to start. Coach Hare wanted a timeout.
1:36 to go in the ball game. E-Town will take a full timeout. Again, for both of these teams, they will be back in action on Friday night, as the Panthers will host the Fort Knox Eagles. That game time is set for 7:30. For the Bulldogs, they are scheduled to host the Bowling Green Purples. That game time is set for 8 o'clock. Our next ball game will be this Friday night as well, as we will have girls 17th District action, as the John Hardin Bulldogs will travel to the Central Hardin Bruins, and our scheduled tip time is 7:30. Back here to set the stage for it's 72-71, John Hardin on top. Both teams in a little bit of foul trouble, as Cam Sherrard is fouled out for E-Town and Aaron Scott is fouled out for the Bulldogs. Kai Walker, Preston Merle, Devin Rogers all with 3 fouls. For the Panthers, Miles Fields, Cam Williams, Jacob Moberly, all with 3 fouls. And you look at Franklin, who, let's see if I can add this up really quick. 19 points in the ball game, all coming in the second half, as he picked up 2 early fouls, and just how important and how well he can score when everybody knows he's going to shoot it.
John switches back man-to-man.
Camden Williams puts it on the deck. He gets to the hole, and the Panthers take the lead, 73-72. Kai Walker drives down. Nobody really stops him, forces it up. No good. With the rebound, unable to get it in, but he's fouled and will be going to the line to shoot 2.
Walker kind of took a wild shot there. They gave him the lane, and then nobody puts a bottle on Murrell.
Foul was on Fields. That'll be his 4th. This will be Murrell's first trip to the line tonight. He's got 6 points in the ball game.
Everything 2 shots from here on out.
Murrell gets the first. They're tied at 73. Knocks them both down. He's now got 8. John back on top by 1.
Now John goes back to the zone.
You got to guard Williams. Too much. They think about Franklin and forget about Williams. Williams has knocked down some big shots this year for the Panthers. Jacob Moberly, 3 from the corner. It's good. His second 3 of the night. And back on top by 2 are the Panthers. 35 seconds to go. John elects not to call a timeout. Matthews puts it on the floor, gives it back to Rogers. Rogers will be fouled, and he'll be going to the line. On Kyle Sherrard. That'll be his 3rd.
This goal at the line for the Bulldogs, number 4, Devin Rogers.
27.7 seconds to go.
Wow. He's been impressive, because they've been in a world of hurt tonight without him. And now for your E-Town, I get it. You hope for one here.
Time, 25 seconds to go. And I believe you're exactly right. Assistant coach Alex Stein stood up, held up just one finger. Now they're going to come run and jump. And it tipped away. Jakai Walker with it, 8 seconds to go. Goes to the other end, up, it's good. 3.6 seconds to go. Harris gets the steal on the inbound. And the officials never blew it.
Wow. You got to have time. There's got to be time. There's time on the clock.
But nobody blew a whistle.
They're discussing here whether they heard a whistle or.
I don't know why they stopped the clock.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're going to say. And I don't know, did Coach Hare call a timeout? It's John Hardin basketball.
John Hardin basketball.
Harris with the steal. And with 1/10 of a second, nobody can take a shot. And so the final, John Hardin 76, John Hardin 78, E-Town 76.
This is a Hardin County Education and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming is sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all of your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties for all of your real estate needs. Contact Ryan at 270-723-4626 and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular offers the most affordable, unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Visit us at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900, online at mugabug.com. West Point Bank has 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point, or find us online at westpointbank.com. Let us help make life simpler. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple.
Going down the scoring from tonight, first for the visitors on the scoreboard, John Hardin. Alex Matthews with 12, Aaron Scott with 14. Devin Rogers led all Bulldogs with 18. Devontae Stone with 2. Trayvon Harris finishes with 17. Jakai Walker with 7, and Preston Merle with 8. For the Panthers, Jaquias Franklin at 19, Noah Peeler with 2, Matthew Pinkham with 3, Cam Sherrard had 8, Jacob Moberly with 6, Kaya Sherrard with 8, Camden Williams led all scorers with 20, and Miles Fields with 10. For John Hardin, they move to 24-0 on the season, while the Panthers fall back to 11-11. Coach, thank you for being in your first game tonight, but tell me about the game and what you take away from this.
I mean, the thing, and not seeing as many games as I have in the past couple of years, just reading and following. One, good teams find a way to win games. John Hardin found a way to win tonight with Aaron Scott on the bench. Fouls out, all kinds of foul trouble. Blew a couple of 7-point leads inside 2 minutes to go. But, I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm and I'm assuming, not following the district standings as close, I'm assuming Central Hardin gets E-Town. Is the seeding pretty much decided?
Yes.
I'm going to tell you what, I don't know that anybody wants to play them because they're young and they're getting better and they're getting better. The district is here.
Yes. That's
a huge deal. Coach Hare, record speaks for itself. There's not a lot of guys that got a state, that have a state championship. He has one. Team has gotten better and better, but again, good teams find a way to gut out and win games. The Rogers kid, the freshman, if you'd have told Coach McCurry he's going to have 18 for you tonight, he just said, well, then we're going to win by 40 because he's going to play, we're going to play him because he's way ahead. But he came in and gave him huge minutes. Heck of a ball game. If they were all going to be like this, I might consider coming out of retirement. But it was fun. I really enjoyed it. And, works out again, I'd be glad to help you out again. But a really well-played basketball game, poorly officiated, but really well played.
Our final again, 78-76. John Hardin again moves to 24-0 on the season. A reminder, we'll be back on the air Friday night as it'll be girls action. John Hardin will travel to Central Hardin. Our scheduled tip time is 7:30. for all of our workers here at HCEC-TV. For Dale Mings in the truck, for Coach Quarter, I am Bobby Thompson saying so long and good night.
Did the officiating look as bad?
This has been a Hardin County Educational Community Television production. Live local sports are on Brandenburg Channel 1, and all rebroadcasts are on Brandenburg and Comcast Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184, and on our YouTube site. Also check out our live sporting events on nfhs.com or visit us at hardin.k12.ky.us. Hardin County Educational Community Television, located in Hardin County, Kentucky, a division of Hardin County Schools, airing on Brandenburg, Comcast, Spectrum, and also airing online.
Providing live coverage of local high school sports.
Covering community and school events, while teaching students along the way.
HCEC-TV, the area's leading educational and government access channel, training the next generation of media arts students.
Control your home even when you're not there with Brandenburg Telecom's home automation service. Turn lights on and off, lock and unlock doors, and change settings on your thermostat using your smartphone or tablet. Stop worrying whether or not you remembered to close the garage door, and save money by programming your thermostat to reduce energy used when you're not home. Call Brandenburg Telecom for a free quote and enjoy the convenience of having home automation, phone, TV, and internet service, all from one local company.
All right, son, you ready to open your first savings account?
Yes, I am.
West Point Bank has been growing with our customers for over 30 years. We know what it takes to support them in every stage of their life. You need a bank that you know and trust to help you reach your goals and make your dreams come true. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple.
You have a choice because not all physical therapy is the same.
So when you need physical therapy, come to the one chosen as Hardin County's Reader's Choice winner 4 years in a row.
We are always working to better educate and stay ahead of the latest advancements in physical therapy.
Physical therapy can get you back doing what you love to do.
If you're experiencing pain, loss of mobility, or just want to feel better,
come see us at Physical Therapy Associates in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Hardinville, and now open in Brandenburg.
Hey everyone, Ryan here. I just wanted to announce some exciting news that I'm officially a licensed realtor. I've been a part of a championship-winning basketball team, a conference-winning Bellarmine golf team, and now I'm part of an award-winning real estate team, JT Pitts & Associates at RE/MAX Premier Properties. If you have any real estate questions, real estate needs, or just want to reach out, please don't hesitate to call or send me a message. My number is right below. I'm ready to bring that winning mentality to the real estate industry so I can give my clients the service they deserve. Thanks.
Bluegrass Cellular's faster data speeds and more complete coverage keep you connected to your community, no matter where life takes you. Whether you're exploring your own backyard or forging new paths across the country. Talk better, text better, play better, and share better. Here, there, and everywhere. Bluegrass Cellular, your community expanded.
E-Town Exterminating, a locally owned, family-run pest control company, has been serving Hardin County and the surrounding area since 1976. E-Town Exterminating provides pest control for residential and commercial properties. E-Town Exterminating on Ring Road in Elizabethtown. Phone 737-6900.
E-Town Exterminating. What the buzz is all about.
For additional information on HCEC-TV programming, call 270-769-8855 or email Gina Ryan at hardin.kyschools.us. On behalf of HCEC-TV, we would like to thank all of our live coverage sponsors.